Hello, good people of Ghana. I am back. I'm back with my talk shop. Something interesting I want to talk about even before I begin. You know, I've been reading good, I think it's on online social media things, and I see some strong warnings from the MPP. And you know the profound statement I'm hearing these days? The tables will turn. MPP say the tables will turn, and in the election 28, you see your Samia more NDC for you better turn the tables, you know. Oh my goodness. Anyway, as I said, this is a talk shop where we tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may, where we always say the truth crashed to earth shall rise again. And we keep saying that we shall crush all gendarmes, shall suffocate it with the truth. And I said the show last, I made a statement that now I can see that Ghanaians will eye the tear. So gendarmes, no, the way I brace myself to fight them, no, they are still there, but one eye the tear. Anyway, moving on. The question I ask is, what time is it? And your answer is always the same, man. Nation time. And we're back here on Nation time. And it's interesting, the way I started with this boldness from the MPP. And it's not maybe the tables will turn, no. When the tables turn in 28. When? And yet if. When? So today on my show, I'm not talking about the tables will turn like that too. It will come in some, but not like that. Today I just want to look JM, Your Excellency, in the face. Look NDC in the face. Predominantly JM. And my message today is that JM, don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. What do I mean by don't drop the ball? So some of you who know already or who don't know, you can check out the program I did back when the MPP was in power, and I said Nanado has dropped the ball. Munko check his program. When I said Nanado has dropped the ball, and I said get ready to step aside, Nanado, because change will come. Somebody didn't make an answer. So when I am here today telling MAHAMA not to drop the ball, I know why I'm talking about that. Me, I don't understand Ghana politics, so and they make no correct. I don't understand the way we think. I don't know when I can get to the level that I say to say, dear, I know Ghanaians. I can't trust Ghanaians. I never know what Ghanaians will pull. If you ask me, KSM standing here today, that do you think the tables will turn in 28? I say, oh, please, mommy and me, never. There are some who have actually gone for it to say for the next 40 years, the tables won't turn, you know.
At this point, we have it. So leave it. Let's develop the nation so that in 30, 40, 50 years' time, if we are fortunate to come back, at least you come and see what we've done and then continue.
What did you just say? 30, 40, 50 years?
30, I'm not sure, but about 40, 45, 40, 50 years. You see?
You mean the MPP will be
if they are fortunate to even come back?
They'll be in opposition for 40, 45, 50 years.
Yes, we need to develop this country.
Really?
We need to develop this country. And
unfortunately, I don't know Ghanaians. And I don't know how predictable Ghanaians are for me to say that for a fact. I say the way I feel now, not based on any data, not based on anything dear, I think for a large extent, I'll be very, very, very shocked if the tables turn. That's how Ghanaians put it too. Just a baby, it would surprise me. If the tables turn, I'll be so shocked. But be that as it may, since I don't know Ghanaian thinking, let me advise JM, don't drop the ball. And JM, let me tell you why I'm saying don't drop the ball. It's been an amazing run so far. Nothing is perfect, no, nothing is perfect. They are all criticisms and other things that we can say. If you give me like a whole 2 hours, I can talk about what I don't like that is going on and things. So nothing is perfect. But beyond all of that, it's been a very amazing run. What I mean by amazing run is that so far, it's been brilliant. Jim, so far, it's been brilliant. I said on this program some time ago that even I, as much as I was craving for change, I also in my mind was saying that, okay, things can change. Maybe we can put a stop to the looting and the negativity and the downward slide. Maybe we can put a stop to that. And once we put a stop to the downward slide, maybe it will take another year or so, then we can slowly start moving back up. That was my projection. So for me, it came as a total surprise when within 3-4 months of the change, we actually started seeing visible signs. That's why I'm saying that for the most part, it has been an amazing run. People will tell you that no one expected such positive results within the shortest time conceivable. That the dollar, which rate was around like 17 cedis to $1. We all hoped that it will slowly come down. It will go to 16. To come down slowly. Even with the best of intentions, we're expecting that kind of slow decline. Then we woke up one morning, bam, massive decline. So I want to take off my hat to JM. I want to take off my hat to Ato Forsen in the finance ministry. I don't know what you did, but it was amazing. It was. Considering that everybody thought, oh, don't mind them. This is nothing. There's nothing to boast about. Forget about them. That was the general feeling. But we realized the dollar started behaving. The CD was appreciating small, to the point where Bloomberg was declaring it the best performing currency. It's an amazing run. Honestly, I don't care how much you don't like the NDC. I don't care how much you don't like JM. I don't care how much disgusting you have them. Facts are facts. In your opinion, yeah, you're right. One pay everything. But the fact is that things have started working. And the time that it took is simply amazing. As I speak to you today, Ghana has actually ended the IMF program.
This announcement marks the definitive end of Ghana's financial bailout relationship with the IMF.
We are out of the IMF. Think about this, folks. We went to the IMF 17 times. Think about that too. I think Nkrumah's government was the only government that didn't go to the IMF. Since Nkrumah left, Pore, I like how we say Pore in tree. They wanted to feel the figures. They don't say 17 times, so they'll say, Pore, 17. Went to the IMF and say, IMF, we have come again. Your lordships. Ya babyo, madaroma, monimpenyifono, yesremo, yedie here, yasan babyo. 17 times. So, MAHAMA 2 comes in. Not only were we not going to the IMF, we're actually making sure that we will pay back and get out of our debt. Do you remember? I'm talking about, let's go back to this, just not too far away. When my own good friend Ken Ufreta declared that IMF crowd won't go there again. Do you remember when he said that? He says we won't go there again because we are a proud people. Listen to him.
We are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources We have the capacity. So let's think of us as who we are, a proud, strong people, the shining star of Africa, and we have the capacity to do what we want to do.
Yes. And the people that were sitting down, they were applauding. Yeah, we are proud people. He says we are a sovereign nation. Yanko IMF. Massa, at the end of the day, we went back to them. Isn't that pathetic? That at the end of the day, we went back to them. And Kenwa himself was the person that was there negotiating and signing another IMF enslavement. Where all the money we have borrowed, where for the last 17 years we've been sinking and sinking and sinking into debt, going deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. JN comes, and within less than 2 years, he has been able to pay back what we owe. And for the first time in 17 years, we don't have to go back to the IMF. I was even joking, so Ghana, we know you. Very soon we are going to go back for our 80th time. I'm glad I was wrong. We didn't go back. So this is what I'm talking about, folks. This is a massive accomplishment. And I thank the bank, the finance ministry, the president, whatever strategies that you guys put in place to make sure that we'll climb out of this debt. I salute and I thank you. The only thing I don't understand, and I'll still be investigating, is this, what do they call it, PCI? PCI, they say, what is that? The IMF is so impressed that we have been able to pay all the money. So now they're going to come and work closely with us so that they can monitor what we do and direct all kinds of things. That's the only part that bothers me. You know why? I think, and after forcing, if you're listening to me, listen carefully. And JM, the governor, all of you in charge of finance, if you're listening to me, listen carefully. The intelligence it took us to sit down and strategize, to develop the ways and means and a strategy to pay back is amazing. And guess what, folks? It is the same intelligence we need now to sit down and plan and craft and do what we have to do. What can I say? You say you have paid your bill, you paid them off. Thank you, congratulations, you have done well. But that intelligence and planning and strategizing that it took you to be able to pay off that debt, use that same intelligence plus others to now craft the way forward. People have said that it's okay if we go into the second deal, the PCI, now IMF can come in, but this time they'll be watching and helping us put things right there. I'll tell you frankly, I won't speak so much about it, against it, or for it, but I don't understand the idea. And to me, common sense tells me it's quite ridiculous that if Atoforsen and his own intelligence was able to strategize and pull Ghana out of this debt. Now let's watch him do part 2, where he strategizes and encourages investments to come in the country, foreign, local, whatever, and use that brilliant intellectual some strategy to go to the next level where he's in charge and we are making our progress. But where we say, we have done well, now let's take a break. Time out. IMF to say, Charlie, you have done so well. You have done so well that I'm not going to sit back and watch you work. No. Because when you work, you may mess it up. You have done so well that I now have to come and be a part of it. That one, dear, me KSM, you were suspicious. And my suspicions are beyond reasonable doubt. The rest is left to you. But let me move on, folks. When I say JM, don't drop the ball, I'm saying that this start, this amazing accomplishment has been great. Keep the focus, JM. I say all the time, then sometimes I'll speak in Cree, say, which means as much as we think we have accomplished, what is left to do is even much, much more. And the only way we can stay the focus and do the much, much more that is left is don't drop the ball. I don't want, and I don't think the president's thing is so he's dropping the ball, no. But I don't want any sycophantic appointees to say, Charlie, you have done well, you know, to the point where now the what's his name, Musa Dankwa's polls tells us who is in the works to succeed MAHAMA. That one there is natural. Then people will start jostling. But I'm warning you, NDC, if you take that jostling and the struggle for power to overturn the beautiful work you have started, if you let that jostling for power overturn and take priority over the final goal, say, let's build this country. Nobody can build a country in 4 years. Nobody, ever in this world. But I'm saying the 4 years can allow us to lay a very conk foundation. And easy. The 4 years will allow us to lay a very conk foundation. But we have to stay focused. We have to keep driving the agenda. We have to keep making sure that the parameters we have set to reset this country, we don't miss them. So we keep the focus. If we don't and we drop the ball, make country review, the rest is up to you. If we don't and we drop the ball, the rest is up to you. But the ball is in the grips, and we have to keep the focus and make sure. And let me warn NDC people. Things are looking good, but there's so much more to do. So the focus is JM, don't drop the ball. I like the fact that you didn't make any noise. There were no slogans. There was no fanfare about fixing the currency. You know, before there was fanfare. I've arrested the dollar or the city. Which one did he arrest?
The year, the city has appreciated in value. When we came in, it was running. Essentially, we have arrested it. and the IGP has the keys. He's locked it up. We've arrested it.
Now, fanfare. We did so many things, but we're looking at the fanfare. I remember my good friend here again, we're talking about finance today, practically, Ufureta. Which budget did not come with a name? Every budget was branded. And what budget? We are going to be fulfilled. And what budget? Impunto budget. We are going to be developing. Impunto budget. In carbon budget. Then budget. Every budget came with a slogan. So I'm saying, I'm happy that JM, you didn't start with slogans about what budget and what budget. Even when Ken was going to read the budget, it was a fanfare. Sometimes he would arrive at the grounds with his own motorcade and, it was a whole fanfare. Ato comes, I can't quite hear, he's working there by himself. saying is this: to deliver, to get results, you do not need fanfare. All you need is intelligent focusing and resilience and persistence. And with that, you can get results. It's all about results, though. It's not about the fanfare. It's not about the slogans. It's about results. So, MAHAMA, don't drop the ball. You kept the ball and you're taking us through 1 year plus of trying your best to stabilize the economy. The CD has shown great progress. Inflation is all the way down. The GDP is all the way up. Progress is being shown. Don't drop the ball. And Ghanaians, I beg you, because this progress is coming, and unfortunately for the nation records, things seems to be going well so far. So far, no major scandals. So far, there's nothing to talk about that will bring JM and this administration down. So I'm saying that at least, JM, don't drop the ball now. Where everything looks like it's cool and it's flying, don't make the mistake and drop the ball. And the NDC appointees who want to be president, do you know what? I think all of you who are thinking about being president, and you know yourselves, you should all form a meeting one day. A group, I don't know what you call the group, I'll leave that to you. Multi group. And then think about how you're going to support your president to lay the right foundation. Because guess what? When he lays the right foundation in 4 years, it's almost automatic. We rocket science. If he is able, and when he is able to lay the strong, reasonable foundation for 4 years upon which many can be built, automatically, you know, that's like a key, you know. So please, having come this far, let me say this. I remember getting towards the election when the whole thing about breaking the 8 started. Remember many statements, you know, about no, we will make sure that we stay in power. I remember, I won't name them, you know them.
We know how to win the elections. Tell the NDC people that we have 1 million ways to win 2024 elections. We have 1 million ways to win 2024 elections, and we are ready.
Yeah, farmer mundayen, sit down.
NDC po, Omumpo, 2024, Abano Omu winning Now, where we near about Yedimona, where we near about Yedimona, young farmer, young farmer, watching them before we win.
I won't hand over power to somebody. It happened. Okay? Let me tell you why that was happening. Because to them, at that point, listen to me very carefully, to the MPP at that point, losing an election and having MAHAMA, an ex-president, whom was overthrown by the MPP, losing that election, to him, to them, would have registered as a monumental failure, a defeat for them. Yeah, so incompetent and too. For you, the same person to come back, must be too actually. And Masoda.
Only Baby 2 were Kunyanaso. I think I may have been born. You have a second Kunyanaso. Ambassador.
To them, it symbolizes a great defeat and a great embarrassment. Let me add that when it started looking like the NDC could have a chance, then the propaganda started going around. Oh, well, we know that the NPP is having some problems. But no matter how you look at it, what was the propaganda? It is better than the alternative. Mukas Aden and Amurefi.
And painful baby, or say, Sacramasi on Penidom Pea. Nantresa, a Jiramuame Franco. Media Mecano Crash Ramo. Alternative no. Alternative no. Alternative no. And Yadia Ebabuabe no Mienu. Anasi Amadachi.
I say you're crying anticipate. No matter how we have messed up, it is better than the alternative. If you are crying because you say the dollar is 17, if you give it the alternative, it will be 25. Monty.
In Ghana today, the challenges we suffer, the challenges we face in the midst of global economy, if these managers were the ones in charge between 2020 and now, we'll be buying dollar at 25 cedis or 30 cedis.
So the key thing was that it is better than the alternative. I am standing here today advising JM, do not drop the ball. Do not drop the ball. Because I am scared of the alternative. Honestly, to take a nation that has been sunk so much into debt and to gradually build to the point where you grab it out of debt.
We're all surprised and shocked at the quick turnaround. Anytime I meet the IMF officials and the World Bank officials, they themselves cannot believe, what has happened in Ghana. So Ghana has now become the poster boy, of the IMF and the World Bank. So when they go to other African countries, they say, don't you see Ghana? Look at what Ghana has done. And that's why I say, it is only the grace of God.
And you're going to tell me that you're going to lose the ball? No, folks. Just as the MPP taught them that losing the game to the alternative was a shame and it mustn't happen. That's the same advice I'm giving to the NDC. MAHAMA, you have done great. You have started well. You're on track. There's still lots of time ahead, though. Politically, but really, if you're working hard and you mean to transform, trust me, there's a lot you can do in the time that's left. Because you know why, Mr. President? If come 2028, you had to hand over power back to the same people you were accused of looting and causing a crime scene, that would be, in my view, the lowest point ever in your political career. Your career has been magnificent. You started as an assemblyman, deputy organizer, whatever, to vice president, to president, to former president, and back as president. Logically, you are now going to take us into what you promised, an amazing reset agenda.
We shall reset our dear nation, Ghana.
Reset, reform agenda, so that by the time that you're leaving, it will not even be a question as to who do we want to lead us. Do we need to continue from the strong, tough legacy you have left, or we have to go back to the alternative? You answer me. So let me end it here. There's so much we're going to talk about on this Don't Drop the Ball series. It's going to continue. Today I focused on the initial achievements. The next time I come back, I have other areas to focus on. One coming up on this 24-hour economy. You can't miss it. And plus many others. But today I'm telling all of you, make sure that we support and do all we can to make sure that the direction stays positive. And it's your own choice. If you have decided it's not positive and that the tables to turn and so shamusam. But so long as I stand here, I say we are on the right course. We have to get to the point where we say Ghana has risen again.